Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular, mystery reading at number 683. Before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a recurring viewer, you enjoy my work and would like to help support the growth of my channel, you can do so by sticking around, hitting that subscribe button down below, and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to, so you don't miss an upload. My current goal is 500 subscribers so I can have access to offering channel memberships, so if you do decide to subscribe and support my channel, thank you very much. And before I get into this reading, if you are interested in a little bit of a free mystery reading or some free messages, take a look in the description box down below. So starting with interpreting the number 683, the reading from yesterday might be significant for you, or just the number 2 in general could be significant. I'm getting a vision of this card that I seen in a different reading. The number, it had the number 2 on it, like numerology wise. I think it said number 47. I'm trying to remember. Sacred Pool, I think is what the card is called. Even though this is the number 683 rather than 682, I do feel a lot of balance here, whether you're being called to maintain it or embrace it. It definitely feels like it's more emotional, but the number 6 is about unconditional love, whether it's for yourself or for people or situations outside of yourself. There's a general message here about having more patience, more understanding, whether it's towards the universe, towards yourself, towards somebody you know, towards a job offer. It could be anything. Other than unconditional love, though, it can also be linked to the devil, in terms of like the devil card in tarot, not the biblical sense, if you didn't already know how I felt about that. But there could definitely be an emotional attachment that is manifesting as a physical attachment. It doesn't have to manifest as a physical attachment, but there is an attachment here, an emotional one, definitely, that needs to be worked through. And I think learning to love yourself, to be patient with yourself in the way that you deserve, is important. The number 8 is about letting go, embracing change, I want to say, letting go of the old, embracing the new. It can also be about remembering how connected we actually are, and the fact that loss is an illusion. And, you know, I said it in a reading yesterday, energy can't be created, it can't be destroyed, only transformed. And that, at least with my interpretation, that also applies spiritually. If you ignore something going on within, it will show up. I mean, whether you ignore it or not, it's going to show up. So don't neglect your mental health, especially because the number 3 is about healing, letting go, expressing yourself. I definitely feel that there is something here that someone needs to liberate themselves from, whether it's pressure coming from yourself, other people, the universe, wherever it feels like it may be coming from. I see the number 4 down on the timer. I've seen 444 a couple times today because I've been contemplating a decision and I need to, keep my stability in mind. And maybe you're being called to do the same thing, to make decisions, or a specific decision. This could be general or specific, but making your decisions, putting your stability, your security, your safety first, top priority, needs before desires, and that can be very, very challenging depending on your circumstances. But you are being guided to slow down, to look within, to choose self-love over self-destruction. That's been a pretty consistent message lately, a choice between self-love and self-destruction. Maybe any choices you make related to money, is this going to invest in the love that you have for yourself or the hate that you have for yourself? And this energy, it could be abstract, it could be direct and clear. Just take it however it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. Adding up these numbers now. 6 plus 8 is 13. 13 plus 3 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 is about wisdom. Did I do my math wrong yesterday? I don't know. This is why I'm not looking for a job in retail or to be a cashier or anything. Let me do the math again. 6 plus 8 is 13. 13 plus 3, yeah, that's 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. Regardless, I'm just going to trust that everything happens for a reason. 7 is about wisdom, especially with the number 3 and healing. There's definitely a lot of learning to do here, or some learning. There's an opportunity here to have a deeper understanding of yourself and your spiritual beliefs. It's almost like there's a challenge here that is meant to help you grow, not, intentionally make you feel frustrated or anything like that. The frustration is trying to tell you something. Of course, if you feel it. It feels like there's a very clear message here about letting go of some sort of unhealthy attachment within, without, or maybe both. And it's going to not only help you heal, it's really going to help you learn a lot if you haven't already. So now that I'm done interpreting the number 683, I am going to move on to using the Prism of Visions Tarot to look at your current situation, since those numbers, even I think the messages are pretty vague. How is this unconditional love, letting go, healing, expressing oneself type of energy relevant? Releasing some sort of unhealthy attachment. What could you tell me about that? Okay, that's interesting actually. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. I'm pretty sure the Ace of Wands came out in a reading recently, like the last 1, 2, or 3 videos. 1, 2, 3, that number does come through a lot, which is a sign to trust that everything happens for a reason. I thought it was interesting seeing this Ace of Wands, because whenever I was trying to make a decision, I also saw this card. And so I feel like your passion, your desire, your fiery energy is potentially being expressed or directed in ways that are not healthy, that are self-destructive, whether it affects your finances, your mental health, your physical health. There's definitely some sort of temptation here, because it is linked to your passion. But it's almost like your passion is working against you. There is, like when I see the Ace of Wands in reverse, or just Ace in reverse in general, playing cards might be significant, because I just got a vision of the Ace in playing cards. But I was talking about playing cards, but I don't remember. Oh, whenever I see aces in general in reverse, that either means for me, at least right off the bat, that there is an opportunity here that's blocked that you're passionate about, or an opportunity that you're passionate about but isn't healthy. So maybe it's important for you to take a deeper look at your passions. Why do you love this person, this thing that hurts you? Why are you struggling to let go, to embrace change, even if it's just temporary? And it's okay. It's definitely okay. But it definitely points to the idea that something here needs to be worked through. Instead of focusing on not having something your way, use that time and that energy to focus on what you can do to accept what you can't control, which I know is very much easier said than done. You know, we're all only human, and it can be hard to tell ourselves no, especially if we spent a lot of our lives getting no as an answer. It can be hard to reject ourselves, especially whenever you feel like you've been rejected by a lot of different people. But it's important that you say no to yourself, to set boundaries with yourself, to communicate with yourself. Maybe there's like a certain line here that you should, cross in the sand that you should not cross with yourself. And I do feel like it's more, I will never put myself in a position where I feel unsafe, insecure, that type of thing. It's important to make sure you do have a sense of safety and security. It's important to, like, if you have a plan that you, it depends on who's watching this, but for somebody, it feels like it's important for you to have a backup plan if you make a certain decision. And if you don't have a backup plan, don't make that certain decision. There is a general message here to make wise choices, which is interesting because the number 2 is linked to choices. And this Ace of Wands is making me think of the 2 of Wands, the card that comes after the Ace of Wands. And that's all about planning and preparing and where do you want to go, what do you want to do, but that is blocked. Or you feel a little lost, or a little confused, or underinformed. I'm going to go ahead and draw a card from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to see what guidance the universe, your spirit guides, whatever higher power you believe in, has for you in relation to this thing that you seem to be passionate about, and it's either blocked or it's just not healthy, or both. I dropped some cards on the floor. It was the Moon card. So there could be a situation here that is definitely uncertain, a little bit confusing. Feels like you're surrounded here by the unknown. Okay. Now I'm seeing the Page of Swords. It says intelligence, idea, upright. In reverse, it says know-it-all, ego, childish, cold, selfish, impulsive. This was upright. So it's almost like you have the right idea when it comes to pursuing this or embracing this, but there's like a key detail or some key information you're missing here. This really, really confirms that message about being underinformed. Don't move forward with anything or make any choices until you are fully confident in what you know and what you feel and what you want to choose to do. And it's interesting because this card, it does have the Devil energy here, so it's lingering. Maybe there's an idea here that you need to loosen your grip on, or a passion, something that you enjoy to do. It doesn't feel like something that you're so passionate about that you would be absolutely depressed and crushed if you couldn't invest in it. it's smaller than that. But the temptation, the risk is there, I want to say. So don't rush into anything, for sure. That message is really being emphasized here. Think through your choices and make sure you're putting your safety, your security, inside and out first. The Two of Pentacles is about priorities, and I do feel like it is important here for you to make sure you have your priorities straight. And if you already do, this could be confirmation for someone. I don't know, I just get this general energy like someone here is trying to make a decision or many decisions, and it's hard to tell between fear and intuition, your ego and your soul, at least right now. That's why it's important to slow down, to think things through, for sure. And don't stay attached to one idea. Stay open-minded, stay flexible, because I really think it's, I'm really drawn to this chain here. We really tie ourselves down and keep ourselves feeling trapped when we stay rigid. So stay flexible, I think, is the most relevant message here. And I'm seeing the number 12 on the timer. That number has been coming through many readings recently. 1 + 2 is 3. Yeah. Express yourself and communicate your frustrations. Find a way to get that energy out when you can't express it in the way that you want. And also allow yourself to learn and to heal, to grow, to gain wisdom, a deeper understanding of yourself, the universe, and other just things in general, a deeper understanding of life in general. It could be more specific, it doesn't have to be though, so just take it however it resonates.